Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Tuesday, April 11th, 2023. Before I jump through all the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch the Apple report. It helps us a great deal on YouTube and being found with their algorithms. And also subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. That'll help you in terms of being notified each and every time we upload new content. That includes the daily Apple and the daily Tesla report. So let's jump into the big picture, work our way into the day. Just a reminder that back in early January, we bottomed out at a long-term support area that actually had been targeted since October. At that point in time, we'd mentioned how the 171.86 channel top should be considered attainable by some point in 2023. About a month later, we got answered as a 3 to 5 month target when we actually gapped above and settled above this longer term channel top that is presently well below the market at 136.91. And most recently, after a week or so of hesitation, we pushed through a significant zone, significant in terms of midterm resistance, now a floor of support between 158.05 and 160.49. Now the 160.49 is a 5/8 upside Fibonacci. It actually held pretty well on Monday, but I'm actually just going to call it an intraday support level. It really is 158.05 down to 157.45. Where are you? Let me see here. Is this it? No, that's 158 even. There's just all kinds of stuff going on in the upper 150s. 157.45, this is the extreme channel bottom, and it begins at 158.05, which is that former long-term speed line. Sorry, wrong chart here, 158.05. And really, I think I said this a few days ago, it really is 154.44 up to 158.05, this long-term rising speed line that is based in part on last week's pullback high. That is our trend defining support. This is the area that, if tested over the coming days, can absorb selling into May through May activity. And from here, we can turn back up and then test that 171.67 channel top within 3 to 5 weeks or so of testing this 154.44 to 157 or 158.05 areas. So there's all kinds of stuff in the mid to upper 150s as a trend defining support area that's very buyable. Now, for the day itself, I'll get back to this chart here actually. We do have 162.14. That is an area that we opened below, held below today. That is that old high back here a few weeks ago. I'm just calling it an intraday pivot point. It can contain intraday buying pressures, and below which we can fall back to that 5/8 160.49 level on an intraday basis. We could trade inside of 162.14 to 160.49 all day long, perhaps. But if we push through 162.14 or open above 162.14, this very simple descending channel top at 163.40 is likely within the day, where we can place a daily high, possibly fall off here Wednesday, Thursday, back into the upper 150s. But it would be a settlement today above 163.40 that would tell me we have a good low for the week, and we should then continue into the upper 160s perhaps by Friday's close. I would give that a 3 to 5 day likelihood into the 169.87 area. If you like the daily Apple report, a wickedstocks.com membership delivers regular daily video analysis in both the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly video analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and a U.S. Treasury ETF, and 2 individual stock pick videos every week. Do yourself a favor and check out our other content by clicking the link below. So for the day, you've got intraday support and resistance 160.49 to 162.14. That is for aggressive day traders. If you're looking for the trade of the day, it could be setting a short at 163.40, or maybe you bought the market yesterday as we slipped into the low 160s. I've certainly been talking about it enough over the last month, 2 or 3, this 160.49 area. If you bought that, you could, and if your time horizon is just a day, 2 or 3, 163.40 is your next trouble spot. If we close above 163.40, it is get long or stay long through the rest of the week. We've got 166.17. I believe that is the high settlement price from last week that can contain daily buying pressures on the way up to what would be our objective. After having slipped into the low 160s on Monday and closing above 163.40, I think you should allow for this targeted 170, 167 perhaps by the end of next week, where we can top out through the third quarter. So if you bought the 170 or 172 out of the money calls and we happen to push into this zone, that would be your profit taking opportunity and perhaps short setting opportunity. What would that mean? It could mean then if your time horizon is 2 to 3, 3 to 5 weeks, turning around and buying 155 or 160 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a month. It may even be lower. I don't see a big sell-off playing out into the third quarter unless we actually close below the speed line that is presently at 154.44 and rising. So there's that. I don't know if there's really anything else that needs to be fleshed out here. I will once again remind you, 163.40 is our upward pivot point into later week. Until then, we could top out here for the day, possibly into later week, and fall back into the upper 150s within several days. I think that pretty much summarizes it, actually, for Tuesday's Apple Report. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesdays. Please click like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow with Wednesdays. You have a great day.